One of the things I flag in my new client paperwork and during history taking is when a client tells me that their dog is incredibly excited to greet unknown people or visitors. And that can seem counterintuitive. This can be a spot where some pet guardians feel confident their dog is not distressed. Although interestingly, they do often still flag it as a stressful process. Sometimes clients will even describe the dog as anxious and overexcited, in the same sentence. Often, these dogs are displaying a fidget response. They're high up on the stress scale, often even in the red zone. These dogs are often engaged in a lot of jumping, licking. You're going to notice that they are adrenalized. Their bodies are going to have a lot of tension. Their faces, you're going to see long lips, dilated pupils, panting from an elevated heart rate. These dogs are not easily redirectable. They don't settle quickly. Although quickly is incredibly relative, but these dogs are often taking 10 plus minutes, hours. Sometimes they never settle down while the guest is there. Sometimes they start with fidget and then switch tactics. So it starts off very fidgety and then it gets avoidant or it gets fighty, or they start to fawn or they go into a freeze state. Sometimes a fidget response appears alongside a fawning response. So these dogs, in addition to being fast, frantic, jumpy, are crawling on top of the person, like they want to be in their skin, or they're insisting on being petted, on being touched. These dogs are not having fun and they are distressed. Often, although not always, these dogs are in conflict. For example, I like this person, but I'm worried they're going to touch me, which of course commonly is what happens because the dog is perceived as wanting to be petted because they're all over the other person. Or, I'm interested in this person, but I don't like all of the unpredictability that comes along with them being in the house. We want to support these dogs in the same way we would if the dog were showing an obvious flight or fight response. So a good stranger danger protocol, we're supporting the dog in being away from the space where the guest is entering before they even enter. We're supporting them through that transition, either through confinement, proximity, perhaps moving up to interaction, depending on the individual situation, what the dog needs. Shadow loves this little pup library that is set up in our neighborhood. Dogs who are genuinely excited, happy, having fun, they're going to be more easily redirectable. They can engage but then disengage a little bit. They can self-regulate. They are probably not adrenalized. And if they are adrenalized, they come back down from that pretty easily on their own and pretty quickly. Their bodies are soft, loose, fluid, but not fast, frantic, fidgety. They can process information. They can think.